Hello. Um, yeah. Let's do this.
Hello, my name is Grumpy. Got the grumpy eye. Got the grumpy eye. Got the grumpy eye. Got the grumpy eye.
Rivers are more than just water. They're a place to explore.
So apparently rivers are more than just water. They are a place to explore.
They're a place to find harvestables that you can pick up.
Harvestables that you can pick up. Are we gonna craft with those? What are we gonna do with those? Tell us now. Don't hold it for later. Just tell us now, please.
They're a place where everything is amplified versus the surrounding terrain.
Everything is amplified versus the surroundings. Yeah. Great.
And the very first river will be in 317 through the hills of Microtech.
A single river, 10 years in development. Ain't that great?
Since this time last year, we started to take rivers from what was a pretty tech demo to something we could release. We thought we were ready to put this out in 316. We were pretty happy with what we had, but we still needed some more changes to bring it ready to put out into the PU.
Okay, seriously, CAG, give me a second. But CAG, fucking consider this. Give me a second. Alright, so consider this. This is a Strat. It's my first guitar. And it's heavily relicked, as you can see. And I don't have any stickers on it. I do have some guitars with stickers on them, but I don't have much stickers. But yeah, as you can see, it's like heavily played, heavily relicked, and all that. I played the shit out of it. Let me switch to the other cam. Oh, okay. So yeah, here it is. So, could you give me a job, please? Since like every other fucking programmer has a guitar behind him, so I have like 30 of them. Should I get a senior programmer? Fuck me.
We started by doing a refactor all of our object scattering so we could have far more power and far more performance when we're distributing objects across the planet.
Am I the only one that noticed that trees are sticking out of the rivers? I'm just gonna roll the video over me talking, and I'm just gonna point out the fucking trees clipping through the river, or just spawn, like they're basically spawning inside the river. I mean, I know it's common, but if you make a fucking video about it, if you get fucking 500 million, and if you were like developing a game for 10 fucking years, and okay, this is fucking like tech demo, whatever, work in progress, it's an alpha, Grumpy, go fuck yourself, Grumpy, you're a fucking bastard, just go play your guitar, stop playing Star Citizen, Grumpy. But with all of that said, why would you showcase fucking trees sticking out of the river? You'll see more of them, by the way. They're fucking everywhere.
One of the biggest things I wanted to improve as well was to increase the density around the rivers, but without increasing the global density of our objects, this was going to be difficult, which led me to work on-demand spawn points, a system where we can pass a position to the biome builder and will automatically scatter appropriate assets at that location. We now procedurally place on-demand spawn points along the length of the river and around the basin. One of the major things that we had to add was dressing presets, which allow us to add specific objects around locations like rivers. And we also had to build the river mesh from the ground up, which involves spline mesh building, which took a long time.
I'm not sure if I got all of this. I'm just a simple musician. I'm just a simple Serbian guy. But like, does that mean that they basically did everything by hand? If so, yeah, there are some like procedural things, but most of it was done by hand. If so, how are we gonna get more rivers on planets? We just got we just got a single river for this patch, for the next patch. A single river. A single river. huge fucking update. Oh no, Grumpy, it is tech, tier 1 tech, and it's gonna be awesome at some point. When is that point gonna come, for fuck's sake? When are we gonna see some actual progress? Oh, here, like, there's a river for you. Great, thank you, nice, awesome.
That did sadly mean that we missed 316, but it's all the better for it.
Oh, you missed a lot of things for 316. But it's fine. Just like it doesn't matter because you took out the roadmap, so or the release view, so it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, I mean, whatever I say does not matter because I'm just noise. I'm just for you, right?
As we've worked on all of these different interactions for the player with the rivers.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Interactions with rivers. This is gonna be good. Right?
For example, as of 317, you may now walk down into rivers and oceans as long as you are wearing a helmet. You may explore underwater, you keep your helmet on, you won't drown. You can now drive gravlev bikes over both oceans and rivers without just falling through and exploding. We also have harvestables around the river's edge for you to explore and collect. We also did a rework of our water caustic system, meaning that there are water caustics thrown by the river and its basin, both onto objects above the water like your ship or trees or rocks, and onto the surface below.
Groundbreaking tech, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about walking in the river. I know of a guy that walked into the sea. And that was the end of his story, but swimming mechanics are just like so passé. But what? Never mind. Let's watch more.
Planet content team haven't had a full chance to take a visit of the oceans yet, so while there are assets down there, you can expect improvements in coming patches.
Okay.
The next big improvement to rivers is going to be fizz areas, so you can throw things into the river and watch them flow down, as well as work on the foliage shader, which is going to create more varied and seasonal foliage across our planets as well as just the rivers.
Look, Ma, I'm playing Star Citizen. I'm playing Star Citizen, Ma. Don't you love how we play Star Citizen right now? We're playing Star Citizen with screenshots and videos. That's what we're doing right now, and that's what we will do for a long time. 'Cause fucking flora and not even fauna, but like flora. But okay, I'm gonna give him this. Nice work, thank you. Please do continue working, but please give us some game loops that we could play, please, thank you. Because we can't play the visuals, we can't play the graphics, we cannot play the rivers unless you give us something to play on those rivers. Got it? Thank you.
In the future, what I want is for an artist to be creating a planet and say, okay, I'm happy with the elevation, let's create a river system, and for it to be done. And we're not quite at that stage yet. Each river is maybe 1 or 2 clicks, but it needs to be hundreds of rivers per planet without even thinking about it.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you spot it? Yeah. Yeah, they're there. They're there. It's hidden. Well, not really hidden. It's in the middle of the fucking river. 2 trees sticking out of the river. And you know that this tech is gonna be the same fucking tech for roads. So we're like, I mean, I'm used to it. I grew up in Belgrade, in Serbia, and we have like lampposts fucking sticking out in the middle of the roads. No fucking problem for me, but like, Is that how it should be done? Is that how it should look? I'm pretty sure that it shouldn't look like that. But yeah, please do continue.
River tech is more than just adding running water to the surface of our planets and moons. It's the collective gathering of mesh and shader, erosion and foliage, traversal over, under, and through the surface. And it's the harbinger of things like lava fields and roads and so much more.
Yet we only got one river. But okay, maybe next batch we're gonna get like all the lava fields and lava flows and roads and basins and all of that. Fingers crossed, or however you fucking cross the fingers. Like this, maybe? No? I don't know. Okay.
And up next on this week's show, a look at upcoming efforts to improve our reputation and hostility systems in Alpha 3.17 and beyond.
We just got done running Ninetales, Xena Threat, and Jump Town.
Yeah.
You seem to be really enjoying these dynamic events.
Very much.
You're running bounty missions, you're running assassinations, all these things, and we're really excited about that. As a designer, it's pretty difficult to look at these and not see all the little things that we can do to make this better, to make these not just good, but great. And in order to do that in the near future, we're going to be implementing some new features into the reputation and hostility systems.
Okay, so this is going to be great, right?
With the current reputation system, all of your relationships to NPCs are static. That means that essentially you can't become friends with the criminals, and you can't become enemies with the law enforcement. In addition, if you shoot someone, just a single bullet can make it so that everyone around you suddenly starts raining hell down upon you. And that can be a pretty awful experience.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I can.
We're going to be looking to address that in a multitude of ways. We're going to be looking to have reputation start driving hostility. So essentially, how NPCs react to you and how you see them. As you become more and more friendly, build up that affinity with NPCs of a certain organization, they will begin to shift their opinion of you. You can actually do missions or content for Ninetales, and if you get to a certain point in their bar, they will stop shooting at you and start just letting you go by, and then eventually even start protecting you. By the same measure, if you start attacking law enforcement or committing too many crimes, after a certain point, Crusader Security is going to start hunting you down and attacking you on site instead of waiting for you to commit a crime.
So Crusader Security is gonna grief people now. Like, no, seriously, like, come on. Is this actually a good, like, maybe it's just poorly explained, but is this actually a good idea? Because, like, you're gonna hear it, because I watched it just now, but, like, even if you didn't commit a crime, Crusader Security is gonna hunt you down. And then you're gonna shoot back, and then you're gonna get a crime stat. How can you deal with that? And what's the, like, how can you be so what is the idea behind this? Because you know that, like, there are pirates that exist and pirate orgs. I'm not a pirate, but I know of them and I fight them on a, like, daily basis, and they're gonna kill people. They're gonna, well, not grief, but they're gonna do their jobs as fucking pirates, right? So once they do their jobs, they're gonna, like, lose points with, like, I don't know, like, let's say Crusader Security. And then when they wanna go mine, they're gonna get, like, attacked by Crusader, and then they're gonna go to Clasher because they're gonna defend themselves or whatever. I surely do hope that they know what they're doing. Also, who the fuck is Shirley?
On the side of making it so that people don't attack you when you just fire a single bullet, we're looking at in the slightly more distant future, where if you are in the green zone with a organization, if they really, really like you, then they actually have a larger threshold that you have to break over in order to cause them to want to attack you. We don't want it to be global so that players can't abuse it, but we do want it to be something that is a bit of a benefit if you go and make friends with these people.
I regret to say this, but, like, this doesn't explain shit. Yeah, like, it's basically how all the reputation systems in all of the games work, but we really don't know how is it gonna work in this game, because in this game, this game is completely different and it's an MMO. This can't be a reputation system of like I don't know, GTA 5 or whatever game you played before. Because as I've said, if you fuck up a bunch of times, and like most pirates will, they're gonna get hunted all the time, but by security forces. And like it's okay because like NPCs are easy to kill, right? But you're still gonna get a crime stat for doing nothing. Why not give that reputation system to other players, so players get the bounties? So you as a player that harmed a bunch of people will have like a bounty on his head, like a constant bounty, until you get like killed, I don't know, 10 times. And just give that bounty to other players, even though he did nothing, even though he didn't commit a real crime. But still, that's also gonna break the game. I'm thinking about doing something like that with my channel and with my org, and like making a bounty system where like people would pay us to like go and kill people that grieved them or whatever, and that could be fun. But at this point, with the game mechanics and all that, it's just gonna be straight up griefing by Crusader, Hurston, or Blackjack security, or Microtech security, doesn't matter. So I really don't get it. I really do not get it. And just like imagine going to like Crusader to Cousin Crow's, like nobody wants to go there, but like you have to go there to buy some shit, and you get attacked, and there is no way around it. Can we pay off some fines? Is that what we're gonna have to do? Like what? How is like you go to fucking Port Olisar, you want to land, and you get shot for some shit that you did like a month ago. You go to fucking Tressler and you get shot because the comrade was up during Jumptown. You go to Michael 1 and you get shot by whatever security is there, because like, or by the station guns while you're landing with a fucking full caterpillar of shit, and you get shot and killed because of Xeno threat, and because you were like red and you were working with the Xeno threat or with the Ninetales. It doesn't fucking matter. But like, you see the issue with this. Like, crime stat system right now is really, really bad, and it needs rework. But this thing is, like, this has a potential to be even fucking worse than what we have right now. Hopefully, they know what they're doing.
In 3.17, these changes are going to be largely invisible to players. It's really more about, at this point, giving the feature and the tools to our developers so that we can continue building the content that our players and our developers really want in 3.18 and onward.
So why the fuck are we talking about this right now?
This content will enable us to, for instance, in Xenothreat, make it so that you can actually be on the side of the Xenothreat instead of just trolling other players.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I completely understand that, and that's cool. Especially if you give the guys on Xenothreat side, if you give them some like incentive by giving them maybe some money and maybe some rewards. But yeah, I completely understand that, and yeah, good work.
In addition, for Jumptown, this will help us to sort of patch some of the holes where players can exploit the system by grabbing a quick crime stat after they've already pulled out their packages and not have to actually fight people in order to get their drugs.
I mean, you are basically incentivizing people like Care Bears making conga lines now. And me, as a lawful player, like, because you're not gonna hack any comrades, and we all know that. And when you die as a pirate on the red team, you will go to jail. When you die, you're either gonna go to jail or to Grimhex if the guy didn't have call to arms, the guy that killed you. In the end, you're gonna fix the exploits and all of that stuff, under quotations, the exploit, but like, it's just gonna split up the community even more. or the player base even more. And me as a lawful player will need to go red, and I will need to live in Grimhex, because wherever else I go, I'm gonna get shot by station turrets or whatever, even though I have no crime stat, right? Or maybe it's just the security, it doesn't matter, but still, I don't have a crime stat, but I'm gonna get shot at from what you said. So I really don't understand this. It could be nice, but it needs to be really thought out. And knowing CAG, most of it is not really thought out. Like, if you made Jumptown as a PvP event and you said that it's gonna be a PvP event, why is the Comrie not down there? If you made, I don't know, Ninetales and you said, yeah, you can fight on the Ninetales side, why is the Comrie not down over there? And you can hack the Comrie on wherever Ninetales spawn. And therefore, like, see what the issue is. Like, you're gonna have fun, and after that, for months after that, you're not gonna have fun unless you're gonna pay out all the fines, if it's gonna be like fines or whatever, because we don't fucking know. Just imagine that, and being chased by fucking Crusader security. And at one point, they announced it, at one point, when you go to those planets, there's gonna be, like, you already see, like, those customs areas, and those customs areas are gonna take away your guns, and you're not gonna get, like, they're not gonna let you in, they're gonna shoot at you if you have a bad reputation with them. Okay, fine, but how the fuck am I gonna buy guns if I'm a pirate? How the fuck am I gonna get my guns over there? Because you can only get the guns there, unless somebody else buys them for me. But still, that's too much of a hassle if you want to incentivize pirates to be pirates. Unless this all applies to, like, just shooting Crusader security or Blackjack security or whatever security. If it only applies to that, and fingers fucking crossed that it applies only to that, then maybe this will all make sense. But the fuck do I know?
And of course, with additional dynamic events rolling out in the future, we can start building with this in mind from the start. This feature will allow us to say that this event is going to have this faction versus this faction, and players will be able to be on those sides in a much more permanent and invested fashion.
So yeah, you're just splitting up the player base. I guess that's what you want to do? Maybe, I don't know.
So what did we learn this week?
Why, thank you for the question, Jared. So we have learned that we're gonna get a river, a microattack, and it's gonna have trees inside of it. But not to worry, we're gonna get roads and more rivers at some point down the line, in, like, I don't know, 10 years from now. At some point, it doesn't matter, it's an alpha, right? But yeah, we're gonna get a river, the river, a river, and reputation system is coming, but we're not gonna see it nor understand it. So, on that note, thank you for watching, and thank you to my patrons. You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you for supporting our channel. If you want to support the channel, there's a link down below in the info section. You can click on it and you can send me some money instead of sending fucking CAG, because they're just gonna make a river. And yeah, thank you for watching again, and love you and kisses, and don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space. Mwah, fuck me, I'm gonna kill myself now.